You make me fuck the intro.
Chad, you see, this is what YouTubers go through when they're recording, by the way. This is the back scenes of YouTubers recording.
Yeah, you are. You're seeing. You're getting a live preview. We've done it with Chippy, but
Yeah.
that was hard as well. This is even tougher, but we'll see. Right, let's do this. Let's get this done.
You got this.
Right, don't fuck the intro, yeah? If I fuck the intro, we need 10 gifted, okay? Right. Abdul, pack it in. Right. Are you good? Are you done?
I'm feeling very good. It's you who has to do the intro, not me.
True.
Worry about yourself, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very, very special guest today. Now, this guest, I believe, is our first international guest. He is ranked 1,947 on Twitch, and he is 806 in the UK. He's in the top 0.03% of Twitch, which is very, very amazing to hear. He's a hell of a character, a very successful streamer, has been doing this for a very, very long time. There'll be a lot of laughter in this episode, and I'm sure there'll be a hell of a lot you can learn about himself and the advice that he can pass on as a streamer. Today, our very special guest is AbdulHD. Let's go and say hello.
Hello.
Habibi, welcome.
Hey, Habibi, how you doing?
Very good, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to do the intro.
Yeah, absolutely. You said so many numbers that I did not even know about, to be honest with you. Like, I didn't know there was even a thing that is tracking that stuff.
I thought you might, yeah. So yeah, you are rank 1,947 in the world on Twitch.
Wow.
Which
there is a lot of streamers, on Twitch.
When you sit and think about that, that is very, very impressive. And then if you go for the English ranking, you are 806. Which brings you down to the top 0.03%. So you know when like OnlyFans models market themselves as the top 0.1%? You can do that on Twitch. You can say top 003 streamer.
Oh, okay.
That's your new marketing.
Makes sense. Yeah, that's lovely. That's lovely.
Abdul, thank you for coming on, especially last minute. Again, we arranged this about 25 minutes ago.
I don't mind it, to be honest. Like it's always fun. It's always fun. I listen. When you're a streamer, and you go like, okay, I've done this today, I've done that. Honestly, I was gonna play Call of Duty if you didn't answer my DM. I was gonna play Call of Duty because I haven't touched it yet, but I installed it, and I was telling myself, okay. So this, and that, and then somebody said in my chat, you should do the Cosney cast, and then I was like, yeah, I did tell Cosney that I'm willing to do it, But then I scrolled back up to the DMs, and you literally told me like tomorrow, and I did not read that. So I was telling myself, yeah.
So you're telling everyone that you palmed me off.
I snubbed you, basically.
You did. You snaked me. You snaked me.
Honestly, he was so nice, Chad. He was so nice. Like, he did not even mention it again. Like,
I don't handle rejection very well. you put me into rejection stage. I was like,
I'm sorry, man.
Abdul was like my pleasure. He was such a gentleman, and then when we got to the date, he let me down.
No, man, I did not mean to do that. You saw how fast I responded with.
No, I know.
Like it's just things. It happens whenever you're getting DMs while streaming, and you just try to answer everything quickly without damaging your own content. It's everything happens so fast. Imagine this. Even my wife sends me DMs. She's in the living room,
and you don't reply.
Huh? Sometimes she writes in the chat DMs. Sometimes she uses it as her resub notification as well.
That's when you're in trouble, yeah?
Yeah, 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 yeah. And sometimes she literally just opens the door and she goes like, "Check your DMs."
How, how long have you been streaming, Abdul?
Oh, 9 years now, I think. Yeah,
Nine
around
years.
that time. Around that time. I remember it was honestly all these numbers you just pulled up. It doesn't show when did I started streaming.
I didn't look.
Ah, okay, makes sense. But yeah,
Uh,
I think around 9 years. I think. I think.
there was no point me looking because then it reduces a question I have for you. I didn't know
Mhm.
the answer, so I thought I'd ask you.
Yeah,
And
I
what?
think I think it's been like around 9 years, and I started role playing around 10 years, so a year before I became partnered.
Now, I have a question.
What?
Are we going to be upfront and raw on this podcast? Do I get 100% genuine Abdul?
Listen, listen. I'll give you 100% genuine me, but I'm not burning no bridges.
I'm not. No, 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 no. I'm not asking for that. I
Ah,
have
okay,
one.
then
I
go
have
for it.
one question on behalf of me.
Oh, go for it.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
Why are you lying?
Why do you think I'm lying? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's with it?
I
Look,
have.
I
I
still got my
have.
braces on.
I have information that you're older.
Who's been snitching?
Someone in your chat has snitched.
Yo, Len, I'll talk with you later.
So how old are you?
I'm 37.
That's not what I was told.
What? What?
I,
What? What,
I,
what were you told?
I was told 46.
Okay, that's a bit too much. That's stretching it. Come on, guys.
I, I,
That's stretching it. That's too much. Too much. Well, no, no, no. I'd look a lot younger if I was 47.
shall I grass up who it was?
Huh?
Do you want me to snitch on who it was?
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Let me have a look and find out.
It's a good thing to keep on tabs. You know.
I I do I do I've gone a brain fart now. Who was it? Who was it? Who was it? Come on, I'm gonna snitch you up live on air, and this is gonna go out to thousands of people. Oh, where are you? Where are you? I reckon they've deleted it. Oh, it was Chittown 4C. And I even called him a grass.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing that information. I appreciate it.
He yeah, I called him
Yeah.
a grass. So you're 37.
Yeah, I'm 37.
So
I
what?
started streaming at like, I don't know, when I was 26.
Mm,
And I was like major obese back then as well. Oh man, I remember. You know what I used to do?
mm,
Because I was aiming for the prime time at that time. Although the prime time on Twitch back then, Twitch was very American heavy back then.
mm.
You know, it was very very American heavy. And the prime time, the best time for you to grow as a streamer was basically the time where everybody's watching, right? And for me, it was 3 in the morning.
Really? Is that
I
is that
used to
your
wake
time or Americans or what time zone were you focusing on? Was that 3 a.m. your time?
3 in the morning. My time was basically like 4 p.m. in America,
Right. Okay.
North America, around that time,
Mm,
and or a bit before it as well, a bit before it. But the stream would go on for 10 hours, 12 hours, so it's the whole entire thing, the whole coverage, you
mm.
know. And I used to wake up at 12 midnight. Imagine.
Yeah.
I used to wake up at midnight. And when I wake up, I try to catch KFC right before they close. Or maybe if they're already closed, then maybe it's McDonald's in the gas station or Burger King at the gas station. You know, that was literally like me living off junk food.
And
And go for
that's
it.
gonna jump me to a question I had later on, but I'll wing it. I'll go with this is one thing I'll do. I'll jump ahead and pull back.
Hmm.
You're quite
Hmm.
into cooking, aren't you?
Oh, I love food. I love food.
You
Like
you you love food.
it's one of the things. Like, listen, I'm not a good cook, but I could learn if I
Yeah.
had the time, you know? Like, I think nowadays anybody can learn to cook thanks to YouTube.
Yeah.
You
And
know, before,
your YouTube channel as well.
oh yeah, nice. Thank you.
Down in the it'll be
AbdulHD.
down in the comments. It'll be down in
Yeah,
the
it
comments.
will be down in the comments. Hit subscribe. Thank you. Thanks to YouTube, it's easy now to learn recipes of other cultures as well. Like, you want to make a kebab at home, easy. Just pull up YouTube, you
Yeah.
know? You go to these restaurants, you try food of other cultures. You go like, wow, I like this um country's food. For example, Mexican food. You go like, yo, Mexican food is awesome. I just tried tacos for the first time. I want to know more. What else can I make? Then you learn about the fajitas. You learn about the burritos. You learn about everything about them, and you just all you gotta do is go to the grocery market and make it yourself. Now, for example, if you go to the best Italian restaurant to order yourself something hearty like a lasagna, which by the way I made on the channel. Um,
Down in the comments.
I ended up eating. You know what? I'm not gonna spoil it. But
What? Do they have to watch it?
huh? Yeah. I'm
But
not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil it.
I think
But
that's what this is going to jump ahead of. You're very good at what you do.
is
Um,
it?
I do have to, from another content creator,
Mm,
I will show a lot of respect for what you do because you're very good at promoting things, but you never
mm.
come across beggy, which I think is
Thank you.
you're beggy, like you're not begging for money, views, and stuff like that. You're just authentically promoting stuff. Do you know what I mean? Which I think is a genuine skill to have, and it shows authenticity. Help me out. Authenticity.
Yeah,
It shows it
authenticity.
because you come across with the very good vibe of promoting stuff, and you're very good at it. So that's one thing I wanted to bring up and sort of show respect for you. That you, as a content creator, you're very very good at that.
Mm,
And like your little thing there. Here's my story. No, go and watch it. I like
uh-huh.
it. It's good. It's good. It's clever.
Yeah, like if I tell you everything that is gonna happen, actually, I don't even react to my own YouTube content until like it's been like a few months past it,
Mm,
because I want all my viewers to go to the YouTube channel and watch it over there. For example, this way it helps me to gain more followers on YouTube and continue doing this work. Although they prefer to just watch it off your channel, but they don't know why are you doing this most of the time.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
So you
you might have. So I don't know if you would be happy to answer this, but I'd actually be really interested myself. I believe that
tell me.
YouTube is probably the king for content, in my opinion.
Yeah, of course. Right now, nowadays it is. Like, I
And
listen. We literally subscribe to YouTube, Turbo, whatever it's called,
mm,
over Netflix, over HBO or any other services. Why?
yeah,
Because honestly, man, I enjoy watching content creators. It's so much fun watching them
yeah.
instead of the random shit you see on TV or those scenes that the same shit just keeps on happening where the main character is everything. You know what I mean?
Mm. Now, with like monetary values of YouTube, does it pay off at the level you're doing, or is that your grind at the moment for YouTube? I'm not aware of how big your YouTube is at the moment, but
No,
how is YouTube for you at the moment? Is it a grind, or are you happy with how it's going? It's interesting for me because I'm stepping into it as well.
mm. But YouTube, monetary wise, it's never good for me right now. I'm not even partnered on YouTube yet
Mm,
because I stopped uploading for a while and I wasn't posting anything, and suddenly poof, I'm no longer YouTube partner. I have to grind it again.
yeah.
But even before that, it was never really a grind for money. It was more of a grind as a way to gain more audience for my stream, because my
Mm,
stream is basically my main source of income.
mm.
See, but it never hurts to post on Instagram and post on YouTube, post on TikTok. That way, you'll always get viewers that are basically your own audience.
I
You
think
know what I mean?
Yeah, it's with all these platforms, it's a lot, isn't it? But you can grab people from everywhere. But
Yeah.
it's a lot to maintain all these different platforms and go through them. And I assume that you have every handle covered. I can imagine.
Yeah, here's the thing. Like, if I try to keep gaining viewership on Twitch, those viewers are usually are following many other streamers.
Mm,
So you're not really their top priority in a way, you know?
no,
You're someone they found nice to watch on the side whenever their main streamer is not around. But when you bring someone from these other platforms, could possibly be a new one, a new, completely new to Twitch.
I've I think that is the key with Twitch because for any other content creator, I think that's the best thing you can say to someone is you don't really get them from other people because people are very loyal to their streamer, aren't they?
Well,
You,
it's not about being loyal. It's more about comfortable.
comfortable, yeah,
Yeah,
comfortable.
it's
So
reminiscences, you know. So it's like your comfy food, so you also have comfy content. You know what
comfy.
I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I think
Yeah, you know, sometimes you just don't feel like eating something too much. You want something comfy, you know,
so
something
you
that
will.
you can, something that you can just leave by the table and keep on eating it as you're playing, for example, which is a comfy streamer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You don't have to change the channel because he's screaming. You don't have to change the channel because he's showing something explicit, for example, or saying something bad, you know? You just always keep him there on your TV, on your PC, on your console, whatever, on your phone. Some people watching us when they're working,
Yeah.
you know?
Mm. I
So
think
that's why
I think it's
everybody got their preference.
a lot of people like on another side, a lot of people as well like working during the day. I don't think people realize how much it helps us. So, like, you know, when people are tidying up their house, working, they just have us on in the background. It's like it helps, doesn't it? Because you imagine all these people
Mhm.
that are so busy, if they actually focused on what they were doing with, we wouldn't have a job.
Yep, exactly.
We wouldn't have a
Oh,
job.
yeah. And somebody said, I'm working. That's when I watch you.
Mm,
See, uh, most people watching us when they're working, and when the working hours are over, they go back home and they spend time with the family. You know, you don't want to ignore your wife and just watch this complete random stranger, you know, unless if she's into it. Then there is a lot of people that watches me who are a couple, by the way.
mm.
You know what I mean? They always tell me, "Hey, Abdul, I have like, how are you?" Also, my partner says hello. You know, it's normal. Sometimes couples they go back home, they clean the house while you keep your channel open as well. But some people they don't have that time because their partner, for example, is not interested in your stream, for example,
I think a
and they're
lot.
more interested in their partner's attention.
I think
You see what I mean?
a lot of people get FOMO, don't they? Where it's live, and especially when you like yourself, you get up to a lot of stuff. I think a lot of people are like, right, I'm driving home. I don't want to miss what's happening tonight. And I haven't got time to catch up because it'll be live tomorrow. So a lot of people are just locked in.
Mm, yeah. Some people like to be part of it when it's happening, part of the chat, and
Yeah.
participate. And some people they don't really care.
No.
They just watch the VOD.
Mm. So
Watching the VOD, a lot less ads. And
how
for example, you're somebody who doesn't write in the chat, so you don't really care. You just want to see another episode, another stream.
you don't realize how many people do that either, do you? Like how many people just sit and just watch and they could be watching you for years and never have typed once.
Yeah, I know. There is lots actually. I
There's
was surprised
loads.
by this. I did an experiment. Okay.
Mm,
I set my archives as for subscribers only for
mm,
like a few weeks. And my sub numbers actually went up because of that.
mm.
You know what I mean? I was noticing like there is people who actually want to watch the VODs, a lot more people than I thought,
Yeah.
than actually watching the stream. You know what I
I
mean?
I always wondered with that, is your best bet, because I done the same thing recently as well. And I wondered, because you do get ad revenue off your VODs as well, don't you? I'm sure
No,
you
not
do.
really. Not really.
But I
The
wondered
ads
what was the
are
best.
barely there, like compared to the actual stream.
Mm.
ads on the VODs are just barely there.
No, yeah, I was wondering whether to have it on sub only. You think, well, if you want to watch the content, and I suppose every content creator's dream is to make money while they're not live, isn't it? That's our goal. We've
I
done our
mean,
job.
technically, you just posted a video on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah,
You see what I mean? And in order to watch it ad free, you gotta, get to subscribe to the channel, or well, not subscribe to the channel, subscribe to YouTube themselves, right?
yeah,
Yeah, but
so,
this way they subscribe to me. But they did subscribe, and they were all very quiet in the chat. I noticed none of them actually talk in the chat.
mm,
Okay. Yeah, none of them. They just did it because they wanted to watch more of the VODs. Okay. And obviously, I got that removed. Now it's back to normal. Everybody can watch the VODs. But it was very good knowing that people are actually watching my VODs
yeah.
and having to edit them and put them on YouTube, and give them the whole, okay, this is what
Yeah,
happened, just the highlights. You know what
I
I mean?
even my own mods will tell me they don't watch my YouTube videos. That is edited for everything. Like me and my editor will put it on. This is exactly the juice. Even my mods will go, no, I don't watch your YouTube. I watch your VODs. Can you please post your VOD? It's like, why? I've done the job for you. But like you say, people are comfortable, aren't they? They're comfortable. They have the VOD there. They can click where they want and see it as it happened. And that's another thing I'd love to understand as well. Why people love to watch the VODs over the YouTube, which is the highlight.
Hmm.
It does interest me.
I'm
So,
telling you, man.
Abdul, did you
uh,
always want to be a streamer?
no, actually, no.
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 What did you
I
want to be?
uh,
What did you want to be?
honestly, I was a bum. I didn't know what I wanted to be. I wanted to do business like my father did, which is basically, create companies and then sell them.
Hmm.
But uh, one day I saved up for my allowance, and I just started to think to myself, alongside from my winnings as well in esports, because I used to be an actual esports player, and I
Really?
used to play Counter Strike
I didn't know that.
professionally. I even represented my country playing Counter Strike. I played against
Really?
SK Gaming. I played against Fanatics. I played against all the big names. Okay, we got always our asses kicked because of the level of skill difference. But we tried because they would. Those guys are like they play in the top leagues,
Hmm.
and their sponsors, their management, they get them to travel around just to play league after league after league. They get used to the pressure, you know,
Yeah.
game after game after game. They also get used to the level. It's like getting the top team in some country to go against the top team in England when it comes to football. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're just not used to that level of competition. And Dubai was also showing interest in it, esports, so they started doing this ESL Invitational, and they'd always host a local tournament before that, and the teams that win the local tournament get to play in the Invitational against the top other teams.
Yeah.
It's like local support kind of thing, you know what I mean?
And was this before you started streaming?
Oh yeah, before I started streaming.
Wow.
When
Okay.
I started streaming Counter Strike.
Yeah, I can imagine that would
Yeah,
be the avenues to go
yeah.
down.
But I couldn't break 10 viewers in Counter
Really?
Strike. I could not. I tried my hardest, man. I even put I even put the stream name on instead as my gamer tag. And I
Hmm.
keep getting people coming pissed off at me, calling me a hacker or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then one day, after I stopped playing Counter Strike, I got rid of it. Yeah, I was sick and tired of it. I did not want to play any FPS games anymore. There is at some point where you go like, okay, this is too much FPS games.
Mm. It,
I'm getting a bit too edgy now.
they're very same, aren't they? I like the Call of Duty now. It's new, but it's the same old shit,
It's the
isn't
same
it?
old shit over and over and over again. And whenever you try to do everything right, but there is always some scuffness in the games, some
Mm.
glitches, or something that people just keeps on abusing, like grenade launcher in Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah,
Remember grenade launchers in Modern Warfare? You literally kill 6 people from your spawn.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Or the one who throws a grenade that goes
Right
across,
across
yeah,
the
or the
map. Yeah.
knife, yes, across the
Mm.
map. Like games have fucked up glitches everywhere, and they never fix it. And because they don't go like, oh no, 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 there is possibly no freaking way that a character can throw a knife from here to the other spawn. Huh? No, they would never fix it. They never did.
I think this is the thing with gamers, and this is like with role playing. What I was saying the other day, we will always find a way around something, won't they? Which this is what makes role play hard with people enforce rules rather than game mechanics.
Mm.
Humans will always find a way to make it an advantage around it, won't they? They always will, especially gamers. Like you say, right, start a match and throw a knife across the entire map and hit someone in the head. You play search and destroy and you get that done to you. You're alt F4 and done for the
Yeah,
night.
especially when you're the last kill.
Yeah. Gamers will always do that. So
They do.
your job at the time then, was that playing Counter Strike? Was that your job?
It was basically the only thing I got. Basically, that was my only money income.
Really?
Yeah, but I used to live with my parents at that time, so I wasn't really worried too much. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And we were winning tournaments after tournaments, week after week. There is always this new venue that they're trying to make some publicity with Counter Strike players, because back then Counter Strike was the number one esport in here.
Hmm.
So every before Dota 2,
Hmm.
before League of Legends, before Fortnite. So every new venue that opens up, they always try to make this big ass grand tournament, and everybody would show up, and we'd show up, and we'd win. We collect the money, we go home. Nothing major with sponsors. No sponsors showed any interest. We even tried to hire a manager who'd be seeking out sponsors, but nothing happened.
Hmm.
It was just too soon. Like they didn't get to that level yet in here. So I quit and bought a computer with all my savings. I wanted to stream from that computer. That's why I invested into a good computer. I don't remember what was it now, but I did spend a lot, like around $3,000. So that was a big
Yeah.
computer right there. Now I started playing, but I wasn't having fun because the games that I was playing weren't really MMORPGs. The only MMORPG that I played lastly was World of Warcraft,
Hmm.
and I was enjoying it while I was in TeamSpeak with my friends. But then when I started playing other video games, I felt all alone.
Hmm.
I was telling myself I want to start playing, single player video games, multiplayer video games, but I don't have to convince my friends to come and play with me.
Yeah.
Mm? So I started streaming. First, I looked at YouTube, but it's not the same when you're not interacting with your own audience
Hmm.
while you're doing it. You know what I mean? Like, it just feels like you're sitting with a lot of people in a big living room and everybody's just commenting, and some of them talking to each other, some of them criticizing you.
Yeah.
It's fun, and I enjoyed it. It's just it didn't work with Counter Strike. I just didn't enjoy Counter Strike anymore. So I was looking, what am I gonna play now? Like, I'm not into Dota. and it's basically very toxic. Same thing with Overwatch. It was very toxic. I needed something less toxic, something that I could do daily. And then I find this streamer guy called Lyric. Uh, his YouTube videos on an Arma 3 server. But I did not realize what is roleplay back then. So I noticed there is people who are playing police officers, and they're not NPCs. They're actual people. And they just
Yeah.
arrested this guy. You know? This is insane. What? People actually can roleplay as police officers and chase after criminals.
Yeah.
Wait, he has a lawyer? Are you kidding me?
It
Inside
does.
a video game.
Yeah.
That's literally my reaction back then. I was like, shit, I need to come up with a character. And then I came up with my first Abdul. Now, do you know much about the first Abdul or no?
No, no, please,
Mm.
please tell me.
The first Abdul was a lot more Egyptian.
Mm,
Like the way he was speaking was a lot more like this, my friend. You know what I mean?
mm,
And he would go around and call people Izu, Izu. And this is the way he's baking, like very quiet, very soothing at the same time. But that was basically my character. He started off as a taxi driver, and then he became like part-time cop, part-time criminal kind of thing. Like he bounces off in between, depending on the role play.
mm.
And from there, I on the first server I played on, it was just taxi driver. And then I met Saeed Black. You know Saeed Black, right?
Yes, yeah, yeah, Speedy, yeah.
Yeah. You role played with him, right?
Yeah, yeah, a lot. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like him a lot.
Yeah. So back then he used to average at like 500 viewers.
Mm.
Okay. And he met me in game in role play as a taxi, and he scammed me.
That
I
sounds like
actually
that
fucking
sounds like
believed.
C.
Yeah, yeah. I believed him in character and out of character. I thought, yo, this is something amazing is gonna happen. We're gonna be house owners, him and I. We're going 50-50 on a house.
Oh, he scammed you for a house, not a taxi
He,
ride.
yes, he's coming for a house. He said he wants to buy a house, and he can only pay half of it, and I had the other half. And I saved up so much fucking from all these taxi rides. I saved up so much, you know, and I agreed to go half and half with him. Okay. He scammed me. I went after him, and he keeps shooting me down every time. Until one time he felt bad for me. He gave me back the money, and then we became friends.
What?
And guess
What?
what? Yeah. And then we
What
became
was?
friends. And after we became friends, he hosts me.
Mm,
And there I jumped from 10 viewer to around 250 to 300 viewer every day.
wow.
It changed everything. That
Mm,
time, that was basically the catapult I needed.
yeah.
You know, basically, big shout out to Saeed if you're watching this, Saeed.
I hope he
Oh
does.
yeah.
I'd love to. I've got a lot of time for Seed, and he's such a good streamer. He's very, very funny.
Mm, mm.
I hope he does. I hope he does hear about this because yeah, I
He's a
loved
great
my.
guy, man. He's a great guy. Outside, even outside of the stream, he's a just feels good vibe guy. You know what I mean?
I loved my time with him in No Pixel, and that's one thing I miss the most because if it ever come to war or violence, it was Speedy screaming. It was so entertaining, so much fun, so much
Yep.
fun. And what was Armor 3? Because this is way before my time. I don't actually know what it was. What was
It's
it?
an army simulator game.
I thought it was, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say that because you're going on about police and lawyers, and I thought this isn't what I think it
No,
is.
they modded stuff in.
Mm.
That's what people kept on doing. Even in GTA, they're adding cars from other games as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, they kept on modding stuff, and even buildings. They modded the building that has like 9 floors, and you have to keep going up until you get to the vault.
Right.
It's supposed to be the city vault, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there is always more people that keep modding buildings and cars, but the problem is Arma is very, very, very heavy game on your PC. So the
Mm.
more they mod things, it makes the game so laggy. Like I
Yeah.
remember, man, the FPS was so bad. Always 15, 20 FPS. No
Wow.
matter how good of a PC you got, it will always be like that with Arma.
Mm.
And especially if you're streaming and putting more stress on your CPU. Back then, we didn't use GPUs to stream; we used CPUs.
Mm.
You see what I mean? And like it was very painful to watch.
So did you go from Armor straight to No Pixel?
Huh?
Did you go
Here's the
from?
thing. Here's the thing. In Arma, it was a server called Critical Gaming. That's where I met Saeed, and that's
Yeah.
also where I met Coil.
Mm.
And then Coil left that org, and he made his own org, which is No Pixel.
Yeah.
But he first started with an Arma server as well.
Mm.
That's where I met Tyler One. You know Tyler One, League of Legends streamer?
No, someone mentioned him the other day, but no, I don't know who he is. No,
Okay, he
I
look.
know he's big.
No.
I'm not on about his weight if that's what you're laughing at. Big streamer.
Okay, big streamer. Yes. Okay. You mean it like that? Okay. No,
Yeah.
I thought physically. I thought physically.
No, no. I meant big as in a big streamer. We were
Yeah.
looking at the rankings the other day.
Mm. So basically, Tyler One was banned from League of Legends for a very, very long time. It's like an indefinite ban almost. Okay.
Mm.
So he had to start doing some variety content. And one of this variety content was him trying role play, and he took Greek God X along with him into this role play server, which is no pixel, and it was on Arma 3. He
Yeah.
called for a taxi, I picked him up. And later on that day, he hosts me with 15,000 viewers.
Wow.
You know, that is what changed it for me, is from 250 viewer Andy to 500 viewer, 600 viewer, you know, that was a good boost right
Yeah.
there. And that's where I applied for partner, because back then it was either you're a partner or you're not. There is no affiliation,
Right. Okay.
you see. And to be a partner, there is nothing really anything that you click on. You have to send an email to Twitch and praying for God that they read it.
Right.
And one of their minimum requirements is you need to have 500 concurrent viewers every day for 2 weeks.
Oh, so it used to be very hard.
Yes, it was
Wow.
extremely hard.
Wow. I
And
didn't
that's
know
when I
that.
became partnered.
Yeah.
Yeah, before we become partner, you only make money off donations. That's it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no cheers, no sub gifting, no subs, because you're not partnered. So technically, you're just, getting shit quality stream.
Yeah.
Because back then the quality was really bad before
Mm.
Amazon bought it out. Oh, the quality was not as good as now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, what happened after that? I became partnered, and then Arma 3 was dying, and GTA was on the rise because Lyric stopped playing the simulator. Arma was always on the top 5 games because Lyric always liked, Lyric, right?
No, I don't know. I don't know.
He's one of the Twitch OGs, basically. He's a variety streamer.
Right.
Uh,
Okay.
like whenever he streams, he has like 15 to 20,000 people watching him.
Mm.
Okay. And he used to love playing this Battle Royale mode on Arma. Back then, only Arma had the Battle Royale mode.
Right.
So another group of people figured it out, and they were like, "Hey, I'm gonna just do the same, just make a new video game for it because
Mm.
this one is modded." Kind of like how Dota started in Dota 1 inside Warcraft 3 and then moved into Dota 2, something that VAC bought. And what happened after that? Yeah, so he started playing on that PUBG game, and he started, visiting Arma less and less, which made Arma kind of die out when it comes to Twitch viewership.
Mm.
And because of that, people were starting to watch people who are in modded servers of GTA, which is RP servers in GTA. And that was where the Lean Boys was born, actually, in a server called State of Emergency. Do you remember that server or no?
No, no, this is probably way before I was around.
Yeah, that's where the Lean Boys were born. Lyric, Buddha, Anthony Z. Uh, Also, there is some few names I forgot about, but those were Saab as well. You know Saab.
Yeah,
Yeah. So those are what started the Lean Boys, and there was a lot of people watching them because Lyric is one of them, and he was almost going there every day until Coil decided, you know what, this could be the thing to invest to now. GTA RP. Coil started making a server. He started modding one, and he came up with NoPixel 1.0. I joined obviously on the same day. Like I was like the second cup on that server
yeah,
after Coil. And I loved it. And I tried to get into the state of emergency server, but they were very close-minded people. Just like fuck off kind of people.
yeah,
They don't take application. You gotta know someone. Not
yeah,
like it's very closed off. And so I played on NoPixel 1.0. I kept on playing on it until something happened in state of emergency where the lean boys are. Admins were starting to hate on streamers. They don't want streamers to be playing on their server because they don't respect the rules. They don't
right,
value the
okay.
life, like imagine they're completely elitist kind of pure role play. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And then suddenly a Salim joins in.
mm,
You see what I mean? They go
yeah,
like, no, 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 you don't belong with us. You know what I mean? They don't want fun RP. They don't want content RP. They want second life
Second Life,
RP.
yeah,
You see what I mean? So they came to a disagreement and they split up. The Lean Boys, Lyric, and some of the other major role players on that server left the server and they made their own server called the Family RP. Now, do you know the Family RP or no?
no, no, this is
Never
all
heard of it.
new and very interesting, to be honest. No, I didn't know
Ah,
any of
okay.
this.
So the Family RP needed the server coding, and they didn't have one. They didn't even have a coder. They had coders. It's just they needed months to actually finish making the server.
Yeah,
So Coil told them, "Here, I'll give you no pixel files. You guys can use it." And they actually made it. Like even on the loading screen, it says no pixel.
yeah,
You know. And I took advantage and joined that server, the Family RP. And my stream didn't improve a lot, but there was a lot of massive support there. Like my subscribers went really high, you know, but I was maintaining the same numbers I was maintaining in Arma. You see, so after the Family RP died out because of drama, of course, streamers who happen to be admins as well. Coil launched NoPixel 2.0. But yo, there is a time where I actually very skipped on it. Before I started playing GTA RP, I was doing IRL streaming.
right, okay,
Yeah, in Abu Dhabi and Dubai. Back then, IRL sector was brand new on Twitch. Ice
yeah.
Poseidon was streaming on it. You know Ice Poseidon?
No, I don't know any of
Hmm.
these. I don't. I
Okay.
spend most of my
What
time
about
streaming. I don't get time to watch it.
trust me, I'll watch as well, man. It's just people I interacted with because also Ice Poseidon came to No Pixel Arma and Andy
Yeah,
Milanakis as well. So yeah, Ice was basically taking over the IRL section over there because he's the type that is kind of stupid fearless, if you know what I mean.
mm,
He dares chat to do stupid shit in real life around, the public.
yeah,
and he gets himself in trouble most of the time. Not so good, you know? And I was like, yo, that's actually fun, entertaining content for me to watch. But back then, the internet packages on the phone was expensive.
Yeah.
So I was putting a lot of money on it. And I still tried it. It was really good. That was the first time I actually break 1,000 viewers.
Mm.
And I kept on maintaining it one stream after another. I went to landmarks that are famous in Dubai and Abu Dhabi, and people were watching. And my best friend was with me. He would film me when I'm driving, and he would read the chat for me when I'm driving. So we had fun. It was a lot of fun. It's just streaming and paying the electricity and internet at home is so much cheaper than going outside, spending money
Yes.
on gas, spending money on food outside, spending money on entrances wherever you're going.
Yes. It
Um,
costs a lot.
it costs a lot. You know what I mean? Like one time I went to Ferrari World and I paid an arm and a leg for myself and my friend because I gotta pay for my friend as well, not just me. You
Yeah.
know, he's holding the camera. You know, so wherever we went, I had to pay double, you know, and it was costing. So I had to stop and get back to GTA RP. But it's a good thing I stopped. They came up with a lot of anti laws about streaming people in public.
Did they? I didn't know that.
Hmm. Like, what's his name? Neon, a big streamer from Kick, went
Yeah.
to Dubai, Global Village last year, and he got arrested over there because he was streaming without a license, without permission.
Oh, so is that a law in your country? Is it then with live
Yeah.
streaming? And oh,
If
I didn't know
if
that.
if you're going to a private place,
Yeah.
private property like Global Village, you need the permission from them.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. But if you're in public, it's fine, I guess. No problem.
Mm.
Go for it. But not in private properties like malls or private
Because
parks, whatever
you
it is.
you don't really get a lot of IRL on Twitch, do you? You get like IRL with people in their gardens and at home, but it's not something you really get. I suppose it's a gaming platform,
Mm.
isn't it? But yeah, there's not much IRL on here.
Mhm. So, but if you go, for example, in London holding a phone while you're
Yeah,
walking around, you know, don't you think somebody could just run up at you, nick the phone, run for it?
yeah. I think everyone does it in London now. It's everyone's always filming and doing stuff all around
Mm.
the UK.
Yeah, yeah. I noticed also even videos of Sidemen or Beta Squad, everybody's just holding a camera, you know,
Mm.
and they're just filming themselves. I go like, yo, I guess it's safe over there, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah. Over here, yeah, people do it everywhere. Events, stuff like
Yeah.
that. Events out in constantly cameras and stuff like that. All the
Mm.
time, all the
A lot of
time.
people, a lot of IRL streamers were attacked in France when Twitch did their TwitchCon over there.
Yeah, I was that the
Mm.
previous one. I was
Yeah,
gonna go.
Paris.
I was gonna go to that, but the riots were massive, and
Hmm.
a few of us were gonna go, and we thought, do you know what? Let's probably
Yeah.
best we don't do this.
Well, the best thing is here, I don't have to worry about that. In here, like people are very peaceful. They just don't like to be filmed. So as long as you don't really make them the center of, you know, your footage, they're
Hmm.
okay. You know, they just try to stay away from you, stay off you, steer off you. But
Do you want to carry on being a gaming content creator? Or would you prefer IRL? What would be your preference?
honestly, I like both.
Yeah,
I like to do both because technically both are content.
yeah,
You see what I mean?
mm,
And sometimes playing a lot of video games makes you think, "Yo, my head is shrouded right now. There is so much clouds in my head. I don't see clearly
yeah,
anymore. I don't think clearly anymore. I need to go outside more." And
yeah.
it's refreshing. You go outside and then you notice you become very interactive with others, strangers you don't know, you know? You go like, "Hey, you know, you're still in your streamer mode. It's just you're outside now." You know what I mean?
I,
It's
f- I, f-
fun.
I think a lot of viewers don't understand for the hours we do sat in a room. it's quite a dangerous job, and I know that sounds crazy. You're not working at 100 miles an hour or something, or in a skyscraper, but mentally, sat in your room, like you say, not going outside,
Mm,
it takes its toll a lot, a lot. It really
yes,
does. That's one
yes.
thing that pushed me on to another thing with you, and
Mm.
I'd be very. How do you manage to stay so energetic and so bubbly 24/7? How do you do it?
I do not stream for more than 8 hours usually. That's why.
Mm,
Because if I start streaming for more than 8 hours, all that bubbliness, all that energy is gonna fade away.
yeah,
And I start to be like a hollow of myself, like just stream more. But at the same time, nobody will enjoy watching that.
mm,
That's why whenever my chat tries to pressure me to do a subathon, I go like, guys, you won't enjoy it.
it-
It's basically me being good for 12 hours, and the remaining of the other 12 hours is just gonna be me being here. But that's
some
it. I'm not really here, but I'm here. You know what I mean?
subathons are my view is I do long hours anyway, but subathons aren't good. And okay, you might do 24 hours or whatever. You might earn money, you might have fun, but the repercussions following that 24 hours behind a screen is it's a killer. It's not
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
easy. It's
Even
very
if you
hard to
sleep,
do.
even if you sleep for a whole day, you'll come back next day and you just won't be the same person. You need some days to recover from that.
Mm. I think there was I was watching you a while ago actually because and I know I do ridiculous hours
Mm,
because I'm just chasing, 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 chasing. And
yeah.
I was watching you the other day, and I think people were there was a question you were asked, and you sort of said, "Look, I I'm not here for second life." Those were your exact words. I'm here for content.
Yeah.
I don't want to make it a second life, and that's sort of watching that. I was like, wow, because I get lost in that,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to be so careful. And like the hours I do are unhealthy. And I've been thinking recently a lot, like, right, so should we do 15 hours or should we come in and do 8 hours energized? What's going to be more beneficial for everyone? Well, it's going to be 8 hours, isn't it?
Yeah. And if you could do 15, then spend that extra hours you're talking about and use it to improve yourself outside of streaming, which
Yeah,
is it could be the podcast, it could be editing some YouTube channel videos, you know and also it could be you hitting the gym as well.
yeah,
That is also a big part of you taking care of yourself,
mm,
you know because going to the gym is for real. Like, it's you feel better about
yeah,
yourself, and not just because you look better physically, but also they say, a clean head is in a clean body,
yeah,
or a strong head is in a strong body. Either way, you will think better.
yeah.
And when you have your time alone at the gym, is one of the best things as well. Nobody approaches you, nobody talks to you, just you and the pain.
You are right, and I think especially from this goes to a lot of gamers and streamers,
Mm,
and like I can talk about myself. You don't give yourself time to think. The only time you think is when you hop in the shower for 10 minutes or you
mhm.
walk to the shop. Other than that, you're gaming, you're streaming, you're either in a call with your mods or you're doing something else. You never actually stop to let your brain calm down.
Yeah,
And
basically.
taking that time is it's very good. But then as a streamer, you've been doing it for a very long time, and you've worked very hard. Like you say, you used to get up at 12. So like,
Yeah,
it's not
12
even like you.
midnight.
Do you know what I
You
mean? It's not
know?
like you
Yeah.
don't know the struggles because you have done it, and you've managed to get to a point in your life to go right. I can now do this how I want. But
Yeah, basically.
at the start, it's a case of I don't do what I want. I need to
Mm,
work to get there in it, and it's tough. It's so tough
mm.
when all you do is
Uh,
just sit there.
like, for example, if I change the schedule, and flip it again,
Mm,
go back to the old days, basically, like, wake up at midnight, I'm confident I could double my numbers. I'm very
Really?
confident. Yeah, I'm very confident I could do that. But for is it gonna be worth it? No, it's not gonna
No.
be worth it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But then
Like at the
look
end of
at
the day, I'm gonna be doing it for money, not because I feel comfortable or happy doing it at that time. Because there's no absolute fucking way that you'd be happy by waking up at midnight,
no,
would you?
no,
Hmm?
not
Everybody's
at all.
happy to wake up in the morning, right?
Mm,
Whenever there is sunshine when you wake up.
yeah.
And yeah, on the long run, it's not gonna be worth it because it's gonna do more damage than good.
Mm,
You see what I mean? So I had to find out a way, to also, like I need to spend time with my wife as well. Don't forget that.
yeah.
Imagine I just wake up the time she goes to sleep,
And how many days?
and
How many
I'll be
days?
yelling all day in my PC room, and she's sleeping and fucking hears that yelling.
Yeah.
You know, nothing
How,
is
how,
worth
how many
that.
days do you stream? Is it 6 at the moment? Is it or 5?
6 days a week.
6 days now. You
Yeah,
did you
yeah.
used to do 5, or have you always done 6?
I tried 5, but only I tried it for a month, but it
Mm,
wasn't good. It
no.
wasn't good. No, no, no. It's a too much of a break.
So what do you try and do now? Like Monday to Saturday, is it, or is it Monday?
Mm?
What days do you
I
stream?
I
Or
take I usually take Mondays off.
Mondays? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I noticed the worst day always is Monday for some reason. This is something unique to me. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
for me, the worst day is Monday when it comes to me.
Yeah.
So, stream the weekend, and I kind of like going out on Mondays with my wife.
I'm
Not,
glad to
not,
hear that.
yeah, yeah,
I
because
think she'd be very glad to hear that as well.
yeah, yeah, because honestly, going out on the weekends, there is big, massive queues everywhere. There is traffic everywhere. Because everybody actually like they have to, they only have those days to go out on because they work, a regular like a normal job, not a
Mm,
streamer. They're working cooperative jobs in here. So everybody has to go around the same time. Everybody goes back home at the same time from work. So there's always traffic, 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 especially Dubai, one of the busiest cities, by the way.
yeah.
So going out on a Monday is so much better, is what we realized.
Yeah.
Also, everything else is on discounts, which is nice. Yeah, they're
So
not doing good business on a regular weekday. Nobody's doing good business. They're all
is it
desperate for business. Yeah.
is it very expensive over there as well? Because I know there's a lot of money, isn't there?
There is, let's just say, there is an expensive life for people who are looking for expensive life,
Right. Okay.
you know?
Yeah.
And there is a normal life, and also there is a very cheap, affordable life kind of thing.
Okay. Okay.
So it all depends on you, what you are seeking for.
Mm. And
You see what I mean?
what time do you start streaming normally? Your time? What time do you aim to start?
Well, recently I've been starting at 2 because the server that I play on, which is Time2RP, the one you also play on, uh, it starts to fill up after that time.
Yeah.
And before that time, it's usually empty. But I've been thinking of maybe trying playing other games and start earlier.
Right. Okay.
And did I just say 2? 2 is my time. Sorry, for you it's gonna be what, 11. Yeah, yeah,
11.
it's
Yeah.
11 in
11.
the
Yeah.
morning. I want to start earlier. I want to start at 9 in the morning in British time,
Yeah.
but like I said, server is pretty empty at that time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm. It's very empty. So I've been thinking, you know what? Tomorrow I want to do that. Start at 9 in the morning, but play other video games.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when it's high noon, when it's 12 p.m., the server will restart and we get in the server.
I think time to at the moment as well. Like today, Call of Duty, Call of Duty. I think for the next week or so, it's going to be a bit tough, isn't it? Because
Yeah, true.
everyone's going to be on Call of Duty.
I don't
Um,
know why Call of Duty though. Like there's so many other things that we could collab and have fun with. Not Call of Duty.
I think it's just Call of Duty's always been the game. Like zombies, I'm a big fan of zombies, so I've been playing it today.
Uh,
After this, I'm going to do the same. The multiplayer's not a bit of me, but I'm a big fan of the zombies. I really enjoy that.
yeah, but it takes how many tries for you to get sick of it?
For about a week,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'll enjoy that week. I'll have fun.
Yeah.
I'm,
Apparently, daylight savings this weekend. Actually, this weekend we'll have daylight savings, so I'll be 4 hours ahead of you.
really?
Yeah, because I won't have daylight savings here. We don't have it. We have
Do
a
you
lot
not?
of daylight. We have a lot of daylight. We don't need to save the daylight in here. You know?
Oh, so our clocks are. That's horrendous over here.
You see what
When
I mean?
that happens, it gets dark around 5 p.m. It's so miserable.
Hmm.
It's not nice. It's not nice. Um,
That's why people decide. You know what? We're just gonna turn the clock back.
yeah, it's tough. I know I asked you this the other day, but for the podcast, it's interesting. The jump
What?
from no pixel to time 2.
Mm,
Was that a hard decision? Because obviously you have a lot of friends. No Pixel is based around America for a humongous audience, which hasn't changed for
mm.
you. Did that
Well,
take
not
a
just
lot of?
America. Here's the thing about No Pixel. It also
Was
was
worldwide,
Australians
yeah.
and Europeans as well. Not just there is also Brits over there. You know,
Mm,
it's a worldwide thing. I've seen a lot of Middle Easterns who play on this server as well.
yeah.
You know,
Was
it's a big server.
was it? Did that take some thinking over to make that jump?
No,
Did
not
that?
really. I was just following a hunch. I played on that server, and to be honest, No Pixel, like you said, I have a lot of friends over there.
Mm,
I've done everything I could do with them.
yeah, I get that. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah,
You
I
see what
appreciate
I
that.
mean? It
Yeah,
just starts to become like, hey, I kind of see you every day, and it's becoming a normal thing for me. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You gotta change things up sometimes, man.
Mm,
And when I got into time two, honestly, it felt very refreshing.
yeah,
At the start there was some, roughs and stuffs, but then the developers were quick with it, and they're
yeah.
still quick with it until now.
Mm.
Honestly, big shout out to the developers of Time2RP. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. We love you.
They,
Please don't
they
fuck us.
push. They push out a lot of stuff, don't they? There is
Mhm.
a lot. It is a lot.
Right
Is
now, I'm lost. I don't know what to do. Do I want to rub the laundromat? Do I want to do some racing? Do I want to play some golf? You know what I mean?
I'm at that stage myself, but it's almost a little bit overwhelming with too much, which I say it's a lot is extremely disrespectful for the guys that have provided, because people go, there's nothing to do. If you actually stop and think, there is tons to do, and it's
Hmm.
almost too much because you just, rather than doing it like yourself, you just go, right, I'm going to do this. It's like, what do I do? Where do I go? There's so much. Where shall I head?
Yeah.
Um, and that's the trouble with so much avenues to look down and stuff like that. It's overwhelming with the amount of scripts, and there is a lot.
Hmm.
There is a
And
lot to do.
and honestly, I think for you as Cosney, you haven't been having much time for you to enjoy that aspect.
No, no.
You see what I
I
mean? That's why I talked to you in character, didn't I, about this?
when
Or just recently, I told you try some golfing, try
yes,
try to race.
yeah. So I don't really enjoy stuff like that though myself.
Try
I
it. I honestly didn't think I would like the golf, but I listen. Naturally, I love golf. Okay,
yeah.
I just never played it, but when I played the golf game in times two, honestly, it felt like it's a whole different game.
One thing for myself at the moment is like one thing I'm struggling with. Like a key example for me right now would be to try and join Moist. But in my opinion,
Hmm.
that's selfish and only beneficial to me. It's not beneficial to the server because it's
Uh
a
huh.
a large streamer not running another competitive gang, and then it's not fair on the people with me. But as a content creator, it makes perfect sense to join in with Moist, doesn't it? You guys are the key to content. You're always up to something. All eyes are on you. That's one thing I'm struggling personally at the moment is being on my own with other guys, what do I head into? Where do I go? What is best? It's kind of like I suppose I'm kind of choosing the hard route really, and not knowing what to do with it. But then we have had a very exhausting 9 days in prison, which was tough.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it was.
It
I'm
it
sure it
was
was.
it was tough. That was really really hard, but it went well. It went very very well.
Honestly, I did not see any of it because I was on vacation at that time. Remember?
Mm. I was in. It was a very very hard position. Now I know I can play another character, but I wanted to carry on the story, and there was a lot of eyes on that story. So, like you
Mm.
say, as a content creator, you're like, well, I kind of need to carry on with this. And I had 300 people a day watching me in prison with nothing to do. That's why I ended up doing so many wild things because I was like, I need to, I need to entertain a lot of people right now, and I don't know how. So it got pretty wild.
It's
Hence,
hard. Honestly, it's very hard when you're in prison. You know.
yeah, it was hard, and I think I'd done the best I could, but it had to upset a lot of people to do what was best for me at the time and the viewers.
Hmm.
But yeah, that was hard. And then all you want to do is get out, and then when you're out, you're like, well, what do we do now? Like,
They don't even
wow,
allow you to use your phone, or do they?
you're not supposed to. No, no, if they don't want you to, they won't. No.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard to do that. Honestly, like I don't know. It's kind of like a timeout kind of thing. Like they try to stick big charges against you, and in a way, they're hoping that you'd say guilty.
Yeah,
Because if you don't say that you're guilty, they're gonna have to do a lot of work correctly,
yeah,
and they're gonna have to follow a lot of process correctly, which is
yeah.
still very hard for the skill of the PD we got right now because they're still not fully seasoned, I would say. You know
It's
what I
hard. It's
mean?
hard. I think it's hard in a video
And
game in general,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. And there is a lot of cadets right now that are learning as well. Like they're hiring so many new newbies. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Like maybe one or two will know what is going on, but the rest of them, they're all, they're just role players, man. You know? They're not
mm.
actually police officers who know anything about the law.
Yeah, just very true.
Even
Yeah.
even real police officers don't know much of the law.
Mm.
Did you know that?
No, I know that's the
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, that
Even real police officers, they don't know anything about the law. Well, they
no.
know a lot. They know some, but most of the time they don't really know any penal codes or shit like that. They always get it wrong.
Yeah,
You see what I mean? And it will take a lot of time for them to actually learn it because the ones in no pixels, like man, those guys, they had a real cup, like three or four of the real cups were being in the server and teaching others what to do and what not to do. And some of them were actually, not even real cops. They were just enthusiasts. They
yeah,
love watching cops versus police, whatever it is, those shows, and they implement whatever they see into their character.
yeah.
I've seen people that can become great leaders in RP as a police officer, but they're completely different in real life. Like, Miles Away?
No.
You don't know Miles Away. I forgot the name of his character on No Pixel, but he was one of those leading sergeants. He's always on the field kind of guy.
I think with no pixel though, because of a lot of people in there are big streamers. So you can kind of dedicate a lot of your time to improving your character a lot, especially from police, can't you? Right, I need to be a very good officer here. It can become Second Life for a very good reason, can't it?
Mm.
Because of the viewers that no pixel holds, you can afford to put the time into it behind the scenes as well, because of how much it will pay off. Then when you come to a smaller level, sometimes it's like, well, do I want to put this much effort into a game and stuff? That's the hard part, isn't it? The
Uh,
viewers in no pixel is ridiculous,
oh yeah, there
ridiculous.
is there is a lot of eyes right now on always on No Pixel, But it went down a lot, and when it went down a lot, um, there is a lot of the viewers that are very overly invested
Mm,
into role play that started to show up, or
mm,
started to appear because now there is lesser numbers. You see what I mean?
mm,
A lot. And I think it affected the role players themselves.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like I've seen a lot of gangs where, this guy joins a gang and then he fucks up, he gets kicked out by his gang, and then he goes from 500 viewers to 20 viewers and nobody bats an eye.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Because his viewers were not invested into him, the streamer. They were invested in his character that is part of their favorite gang. Because you see a lot of people who go like, I only watch PD, I only watch this gang, I only watch that gang. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's almost like tribalism.
yeah, yeah. It's as a content creator, that is scary.
Mm.
Very, very scary.
You see what I mean? Because now your viewers control your character, not you control your character.
Yeah,
So your content will start to become boring and
it's not
redundant and
even
same thing over and over and over again.
it's not even your character. Your viewers control your life, and they don't even realize it. And when you often ask for their opinion, they turn around and go, "Do what makes you happy," and you're like, "It doesn't work like that." If I when I was banned from No Pixel, I was sat on 150, 200, sometimes big scenes up to thousands. I
Mm,
ended up on 10 viewers after No Pixel for a while, playing games
mm,
that I love. And that's crazy to go from that level to go
mm-hmm.
back down to 10 is very scary.
Yeah.
Very, very
That's why,
scary.
that's why I do it different with my community. I tell them, okay, guys, let's make a vote. Keep playing GTA or play another game, and then I let them vote, and they'd win by 90% on GTA. And they
Yeah.
go like, "Yep, doesn't matter. I'm still playing the other game."
Yeah.
You know, because like you want to play that other game. You just did that vote to see how everybody feels about you playing that other game.
Mm.
You see what I mean?
I think,
And you notice how everybody's against it, but you still want to do it.
yeah. I mean, you do have to do what, at the end of the day, you got to do what you want to do, don't you? But you still got bills to pay, you got people to please and stuff like that. And some people see association with, if you switch to another game, they psychologically go, he just plays that now. I don't want to watch that. That's not
Mm.
my sort of thing. And it's a lot of pressure on what you want to do and where you want to go and stuff like that as a streamer.
That number actually starts to become less and less and less the more you do it,
Mm,
or the more you stream, or the more you've been streaming for. For example, I remember when I used to switch a game from my dominant one, which is GTA, and around 80% leave after that.
yeah,
You know, now 20%,
yeah,
30%, or 40% on a very bad game, maybe, you know. But
mm,
that number becomes less and less because you start to build your own unique community,
yeah,
you know, and basically the ones who are watching you for you. And there is always, it's just, it's hard to make that number bigger, the number of people that watches you for your content, not
yeah,
for your character or for the gang you're in.
mm,
It takes time, it's just, you just gotta do whatever you enjoy doing, and if you feel like, your content level is going down, maybe less hours is better, man.
mm,
Like it's not, don't kill yourself over it.
yeah. No,
Sometimes less is more.
no, I do agree. I do agree.
Yeah.
It really, and I mean, I've been exhausted recently, and
Mm.
I'm starting to think like now. I'm starting to think maybe that's what I like to take away a lot from each podcast. I love these podcasts because I'm speaking to people the same industry as me, and sometimes a little bit bigger, sometimes massive, and there's always so much to learn. And it's a lovely thing to do because when would I ever get Abdul for up to 2 hours to talk about his life and his? You wouldn't have the time, would you? You know what I
Two
mean? So
hours?
it's an hour and 15 already.
Why you decide 2 hours?
That's just an estimate.
Okay, okay, I see how it is. I see how it is.
But you want to go
Yeah.
free? But
No, no, no.
there's
No, continue.
there's a lot to learn. I think one thing that I will take away from this is, and I will probably drill that in my head: less is more. Take the time to be energized, go to the gym because the hour I think it was, I don't know if it's you. I'm the second highest streamer. I'm 30 hours off Chippy, and I haven't done a subathon.
You see, consistency is better than, all that shit.
Yeah, it's beast mode, and then it just becomes dull and boring, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're just constantly doing it.
That's the thing. You can constantly also look after yourself. You can constantly eat better. You can constantly, make sure you're happy outside of your stream as well. You know what I mean? And people around you are happy. There's always, if you feel like, you can spend 2 extra hours on stream, then maybe you can spend extra hours on your loved ones as well, right?
Yeah.
You see, this way you can use that to feel better about yourself as well, and then you can sit down and smile to the camera because you're a happy person outside of it. And now you're just doing your dream job.
So what is the day to day then of Abdul? What do you do? Because like you say, you start around 2 o'clock. What do you do to make sure that you maintain happy? What do you do to make sure you maintain jolly, healthy? How do you do it?
Happy wife, happy life.
Are we clipping that? Are we clipping that? I'm gonna
clip it, no problem, Habibi. I don't mind.
I'm gonna
Wife,
put that.
happy life.
I'm gonna put that on TikTok. We have Abdul here in the top 2,000. What is his recommended to be happy? Happy wife. Is she watching?
Huh? I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't want to know.
But yeah, so what, like your days? What time do you normally get up your time?
Usually I'd wake up at 11, which I'm trying to get it to 9 now. But when I say 11, that's my local time zone.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to get it down to 9 because I'd like to go to the gym sooner and start the stream sooner and play another game until the server fills up. You know what I mean?
And do you go to the gym every day as well?
6 times.
6 times a week, yeah?
Yeah, sometimes 5. Sometimes I skip on the cardio day, but it's
Do you struggle to go to the gym, or you just, is this you now? Is it a battle, or do you enjoy it?
No. It's always a struggle, but enjoying the struggle is part of it. Yeah,
Something
honestly,
like that, yeah.
after going through the struggle at the gym, you come back up. You feel like invincible. Like some fucking stupid hater comes up on your chat, and you go like, "What the fuck? Fuck off!" You know, and like what the fuck, man? You would just think better.
Yeah, it's. I struggle. Do you know what I used to do in the morning? I haven't done it for a while because I got used to it. I used to do cold plunges every morning. So you go out and you have a ice bath, they call them, in your back garden. I used to sit in there for 5 minutes to kickstart my day.
Why you do this to yourself?
Why? I done it because
I heard it's good though. I heard it's good.
It's very
type of pain.
It's very, very good because you do not want to do it at all. And it's kind of it's you arguing with your brain that goes, I want to bake and roll a coffee and play Call of Duty or Grand Theft Auto. You go, no, you're going to sit miserable for 5 minutes because I'm telling you to. And you spend about 20 minutes prancing around in your warm clothes going, I need to go outside and jump in this miserable pool. And then, like you say, when you get out, you go, I fucking done it. That was hard, but I fucking done it.
Let's go.
Yeah, but the trouble is, over here it got to summer. It wasn't actually that hard in the end, like because it was warm outside.
Yeah.
you're like, I might as well just sit in the bar. So I should probably start doing that again now because it's getting colder and it's going to be miserable. But it actually gives you 2.5 times the amount of dopamine that cocaine can give you in that burst.
Damn.
That's what because it's a plunge. You're not just getting wet and adjusting, you're dunking. And your body goes into automatic fight or flight because it's so cold and it's such a shock. It's a boom, you're in. You sit here now. It tricks your brain to, and it's like the gym. You say, I don't want to go to the gym. It's a very, very quick blast of that. And that's where you tell yourself, no, not sitting in my cozy room. We're doing this. And anything that's good for you is probably not enjoyable.
Okay. Yeah, that is true. That is true.
It's,
But
it's
I
pain.
prefer doing gym over this. Yeah, gym over this.
Maybe
Yeah,
we
it's
should
different.
try it. Maybe you should try it for content. I want to see it now.
No, it's used to called the ice bucket challenge. It used to be content like 10 years ago. Not anymore though.
We want to.
Remember?
We
You
want to.
remember?
Yeah, but that was where you pour it over your head,
Yeah,
wasn't
same
it?
shit. Same shit.
No. This is a plunge. I want to see this now. I want you to take this away and go right. Chat. Shall we do it? Do a vote. Do a vote.
I am not doing that. I am
Why?
not doing that. Nuh-uh.
What? Why?
Nuh-uh. I don't have a bathtub.
We'll make it happen.
Oh, for fuck's sake, let it go, man. Let it go. I'm not doing it.
I don't know what it's like over there, but they're only like 60 quid over here to buy one.
You know what? I'll do it once we hit 2,000 subs on my channel. It's a way to celebrate it. How about that?
How many do you average a month now?
Huh?
How many do you average now?
Right now?
Yeah.
1,154.
Okay. All right. Well, we will hold you to that. If you get to 2,000, I want to
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a way to celebrate.
Okay,
Wonderful
deal.
way to celebrate.
A very
Yes.
wonderful way. Yeah. It'll be good fun.
Yes,
But I
wonderful
suppose
way.
is it always hot over there? Is it always warm?
Huh?
Is it always hot over there?
It gets a bit chilly at like 16, 17 Celsius during
Yeah.
winter.
And is it
But-
I don't know how is it winter over there now? What is it now over there?
Right now, it's the weather changing. Right now, for example, it's 11 p.m. and it's 30 Celsius.
Oh, sounds
So
miserable.
no, it's actually kind of
Lovely, yeah.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's very nice for us.
You
Because
don't
it
really
can be
get
45 Celsius.
you don't really get bad weather over there either, do you?
No, we do. Depends on which city you live in.
But do you
No.
get so you look at America, look at Florida, they live lovely for years, but then the way the universe works is it sends in a horrendous tornado to go, you've had a lovely time, have this.
Yeah. No, well, we did get hit by a storm. Like, when was that? 9 years ago, we were hit by a big storm in Abu Dhabi.
Mm.
It was amazing. Trees were flying, man. Like trees were breaking all over the road. Nobody saw that. Like buildings, those buildings that are like the windows are the type that you open and push and
Yeah.
it would be like, tilting up like this. Somebody
Mm.
left the window open and then just it flew out.
Mm.
And it goes down on the road, breaking another car.
Yeah.
It was a very, very strong storm. I remember it. It was very scary. It also had hail.
Yeah.
Is it called hail? Yeah. It's called
Hailstorms,
hail.
yeah, hailstorms, yeah.
Yeah. No, that was it. That was the only thing I've seen. But no earthquakes, no tornadoes.
No.
No, none of that
And
shit.
sounds like a nice place to live.
It is, especially for families. Well,
Yeah.
it's lovely.
Do you have kids as well, do you?
No, I don't have kids.
You don't have kids, no?
Not yet. Not yet.
Too busy.
4,000 subs. 4,000 subs. Kids are a lot more expensive.
4,000 subs when we have kids.
Yeah. At 4,000 subs, chat, I'll get the factory running. I don't mind it.
What questions did I get actually earlier? Let's have a look. So, Stone Gaming, because we're obviously before this, I was in your chat and I asked for some questions.
Mhm.
If you weren't a streamer, what would you be doing instead?
A YouTuber, most probably.
Mm.
Yeah, definitely a YouTuber. I would go to a YouTubing route. I would actually learn how to edit things.
Mm.
Because, by the way, you see, if you see my YouTube channel, I'm not the editor. My wife is.
Yeah, no, I'm not the editor of
Yeah.
mine either.
Yeah, and my wife actually is very good with her edits, even the vlogs. And I've been getting a lot of good feedback in the chat. Like everybody's like, "Hey, when is the next one? When is the next one?" And they find out that she did everything, and they were like, "Yo, amazing, Mango, good job, we love it." And it's just if I can make her watch the stream more and make more clips out of it, oh my god, I'll be so.
Does she work?
Hmm?
Does she work herself?
Nah, she just lost her job.
Mm.
So now the pressure is all on. Yeah.
But I don't know what like TikTok's like over there, but like some content can do very, very well.
Yeah, that's the thing though. I don't have local audience.
Right, okay.
I don't really have any local audience. Most of my audience are in England, or sorry, UK and North America.
Mm. What?
Pyros, thank you for the 10 gifted subs, Habibi.
There it is. There it is. Is that the first one?
No, there were other subs, but I couldn't say thank you. But yeah, I said I couldn't ignore the 10. I'm sorry.
So
I'm sorry.
for YouTube, for anyone who is watching, this entire thing is live. Abdul is actually live to how many people right now?
Right now, hold up. 771.
Yeah, so we're live now to that many people, and this is all live. And he said at the start he would only thank someone if it was 10 gifted, and someone has done it.
Yeah, I have to show some respect to Cosney until somebody pays me not to do it.
I've got another question, and I don't understand this one. When is he going to ask Mango for a recipe to share to chat? What does that mean?
Okay. So I was making a lot of things, cooking with, cooking while I'm streaming live. And I did a lot of recipes like lasagnas, kufta, and a lot of Arabic food as well that nobody's seen before. Now, when they saw it, some people asked for the recipe. Mango doesn't want to share the recipe.
Who's Mango?
My wife.
Right, okay, I'm with you, okay.
Yeah. She's the one who knows the recipes. I'm literally her puppet when I'm in the kitchen. I am her puppet. I do as I am told.
So is that the 3,000 sub goal recipes?
Huh?
Is the free
the recipes, like it's her choice to give it, it's her choice. But I'm telling her, maybe we should share the recipe. But we bought a cookbook. This cookbook is taken from a game called Stardew Valley. Have you ever heard of that game, Stardew Valley?
No, don't think so, no.
She bought a cookbook from a video game that is about farming and cooking.
Right, okay.
And they basically...
Is that a mobile game?
No, I think you can play it on Nintendo Wii.
Okay.
Here is the book. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Thank you. Here is a book. It's called Stardew Valley, as you see. The cookbook.
Okay.
And basically all the foods that is inside the video game, you can make it in real life.
Okay.
It shows you the whole recipe and what you need, and that's gonna be our idea for the next cooking streams, because we stopped for a while now, but we're gonna be back soon.
I suppose that must be really, really fun to do for yourself, your partner to get involved. I've had a glimpse at one before. I suppose that's probably a really, really fun thing to do, isn't it? Spend time with your partner and do your
Yeah.
job at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
you're
Mm-hmm.
winning. You've
Yeah.
completed it.
Yep. Happy wife, happy life, happy stream.
Exactly. Yeah,
You
and you
know,
could
like
still
everybody
stream.
happy. Yes, exactly. You know what I mean? Like for example, whenever I like I just ended the stream and I'm still too buzzed, too excited. What do? I play FIFA to relax.
Mm.
And this has been a thing for the past, I don't know, 5 years now. And my go-to in FIFA is pro clubs. I get to play
Mm.
with a lot of people, so I talk with them, and they've been wanting me to go on Discord. I can only go on Discord on my computer, not on my phone, because it's blocked on the phone by my ISP.
Really?
Yeah. They block WhatsApp calls, they block FaceTime calls, they block Discord calls, anything that is for free, they block it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Mm. So at least in here on my PC, I get to use VPN,
Mm.
but it's hard to do it on the phone. So I just tell
Well,
them,
so
okay,
if
hold
you
up, let me hook up the PlayStation to my PC, and I'll be able to get on Discord.
so if you didn't have a VPN, would you not be able to Discord call?
Huh?
If you didn't have a VPN,
No, I wouldn't be able to get on the Discord call. No, because
really?
by the way, this call that we're on right now, this does not require VPN,
Right. Okay.
which is good. It's pretty good. Like probably because it's paid. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah. Like
Yeah, you're
this.
paying for it.
Yeah. I'm paying for the. Yeah. It's not free. No.
See,
Got.
that's why.
I've got another question, and they've asked me not to say where this comes from. Now we've established that you're very happy, happy life, happy wife. I mean, the whole time.
Alhamdulillah, yes.
Now, the whole time that you've been streaming, is there times where you can look back and say that you weren't happy and it was stressful?
Yes.
Would you like to
Yes.
explain?
I was being a content goblin. I went full XQC. I
What,
swear I went full XQC.
what does that? Please elaborate what that means.
Becoming a content goblin. You don't know what's a content goblin?
Not. I've got a gist,
You
but I want to
literally
hear.
turn into this monster that all cares about is, more stream hours, more content, more subs, more follows, more this, more that. You just want more, and more. You know what
Mm.
I mean? And also, it was the time when I was not with my wife as well.
So a long time ago.
Yes. So here's the thing. Like for example, right now, like I told you, I'm at like 1,164 subs, right? I used to have 12,000, 14,000 subs.
Yeah.
Okay. And that was when I was streaming every day consecutively, non-stop, no breaks. And I was doing 18 hours, 17 hours a day.
Mm.
Those were the darkest times, my friend. Although money was good,
Yeah.
but at the same time, money comes, money goes.
Yeah.
But your health, that it can go and it cannot come back. You know what I mean?
No. Yeah. You are right. Yeah.
You see what I mean? That's where that was the wake up call, by the way. How I came
Mm.
up with this new schedule, like keep it tight on 8 hours. Don't overdo it. Even if you're having good time, even if you're having fun, even if there is like an oiler who's dropping hundreds of subs,
An oiler.
like even if there is an oiler dropping in hundreds of subs, like sometimes you just gotta put a stop to it, And hey, if it's fun now, good. People will remember it and they will come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
You see what
I
I mean?
think it's hard. Like, especially if you do it full time, it's hard. And I suppose you drill in your head, if I'm not live, I'm not earning. And
Mm-hmm.
most streamers, unless you're at a very, very big level, it's a hell of a struggle to
It is.
even pay your bill. Like, I can speak for myself. The hours that I am doing personally
Mm-hmm.
with another job that pays very well 5 times a month. So
Mm-hmm.
I actually do a little bit of work elsewhere that brings in a lot of money for what I do, which
Yeah.
helps massively. I just get by with the hours that I do.
Mm.
And I don't take time out. I basically can't afford to take time out, which is horrible. Which is
Man.
it's really tough.
Here's the thing. For example, this month I took a week off. I went out on vacation to Georgia with my wife.
Mm,
And when I came back, you know, here's the thing. My community gave me such a big reception.
yeah,
They dropped gifted subs, they dropped this, they dropped that, the biddies, everything, man. And they made me feel like I streamed 1 week.
yeah.
I swear to God, they made me feel like I streamed that 1 week. You know what I mean? I'm very grateful to you, motherfuckers. I swear to God, I am. Because, I was really scared about this. I was always thinking about, hey, man, I'm going to come back after 1 week of not streaming. People would have maybe moved on. People would have, I don't know, what you call upset that they haven't seen the stream for a long time. They found another streamer. You know what I mean? There is a lot of things. Also, like there is always bills next month. Okay, I'm
Mm,
paying rent for this house. I'm paying electricity, internet, all that, food, water. And you go like, okay, so I always gotta maintain this amount of hours on stream so I can achieve this much and somehow come up with a small amount of savings on the side.
mm,
For example, when I took this 1 week off, I was thinking, you know what? Next month, I'm going to have a bad salary, but it's going to be a good salary still. Why?
yeah.
Because I made sure before I even took the vacation that I had some savings that I could cover for this 1 week vacation. You see what I
Mm,
mean?
yeah.
And that's how you should do it. You should always prepare for the worst case scenario. You know what I
Now,
mean? But then I come back and those fuckers are go like, hey, welcome back. Phew, they throw at me everything, man. And I was like, wow, amazing, amazing. Thank you guys. I'm gonna take another vacation next month. Let's go.
I
Shit
don't.
down. Thank you for the 10 gifted, Habibi.
I don't know about yourself, but like you say, thank you to these motherfuckers. It's so hard to put into words what the viewers allow you to do with your life. And some of them go to extreme measures to make sure that you can. And it's so hard to thank them. It's so hard to say how you truly are grateful for everything they do. And some of them go wild, don't they? Like you say,
Mm,
like 10 gifted. If you sit and think about it, it's a lot of money. And
it is.
and 4 gifted, that can be quite small.
Man,
Some people go up to crazy gifted.
yeah. Like I said, we call them Oilers. They're like stuff of legends. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Like but everybody, listen, man. Everybody helps whatever they can help with. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And everybody does it because they want to do it out of their own volition, not because they were asked to, not because they were put in a bad spot. No, it's everybody having fun here. You know what I
Mm,
mean? Like for example, he could have spent down money on Call of Duty 6.
yeah. Yeah.
You know, but who the fuck wants to buy that game? That game is so
Well,
bad.
it's I will let people know if they don't. It's on Game Pass. So
Yeah, exactly. It's on Game Pass. You know.
yeah. So everyone watching, if you can't afford it, Game Pass Ultimate, the max you'll spend is 15 quid.
Yep.
If you've never had it, it will cost you £1. So yeah, that's one
Hmm.
thing you can take away if you're watching this now. £1.
Because all it's
It's
gonna
on
take
there.
for you to get rid of that game is like maximum 1 month. To be honest with you, it will take
Yeah.
you a month to get sick of that game.
Yeah, it's
Actually, for
just
me, it's gonna be a week or probably a few days.
oh
But
yeah.
anything not to pay the full price of that game.
I tell you
Anything.
what, I played zombies early with Shano.
Mm.
I really enjoy playing with anyone. I play with a community a lot. I
Yeah.
love playing with my gang, my community, streamers outside of roleplay where
Mm-hmm.
you are a character. Whether you use the same voice or whatever, Shano earlier, so nice to chill with him and just play a fucking game together like mates. Do you know what I mean? I absolutely love it. So,
Good
but yeah, I'll
times.
probably hit
Always
zombies
good
for a
times.
week, and yeah, it's the same old shit, isn't it? It
It's
is
the
this.
same shit. We're all trying to get like a feel of that old memories we had in Modern Warfare 2. You know,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Just a bit of it, just a bit of it. Reminisce about that, we want that small amount of juice, and we get it, but everything has just become way too toxic. Like there is too many hackers now. There
I think
is mm,
when like the early stages of Call of Duty, it was a massive breakthrough, wasn't it? Where
yeah.
everything was online. Like your friend would go, "Oh, I'm playing Call of Duty with all my mates." That's
Hmm.
impossible. What, are they all around your house? No, it's online. That doesn't exist. Oh, it does. And then you go around your mates and he's like, look, my mate's in his house playing with me. And you're like,
Mm.
oh my God. On the phone
People
to mum
loved
and
it so
dad,
much that they even made
internet.
this. Yeah, they even made a cracked version of it. You know that,
Mm.
like with servers and everything, people can just join those servers and play there.
I don't, I don't, I don't know how like the day and age we're in now with
Mm.
updates constantly pushing. It's incredibly hard to bring out something wow now, isn't it? Because it's been done and everything's updated. So like Rust and stuff like this has been around for over 10 years. It's being updated. So you'll never get the new game because they just improve.
I disagree with you. I think nowadays there is a lot effort, a lot less effort that is put into the game, and they're just trying to make money. Basically, everybody's just
Really?
trying to make money. Yeah, nobody's trying to do anything amazing. It's just everybody's trying to make money. Well, not everybody, but most of the AAA companies, you know, especially EA or Activision, Blizzard, everything they do is, you can smell their every game that is seeking money. You know what I mean?
You'll have more of an insight as well, which we won't go into too
Yeah.
much, like
No,
sponsorships
like
of what they
it's
offer.
shareholders. It's shareholders. Shareholders wants to see results. They want to see money.
Mm.
They don't care about this game has been talked about a lot or anything like that. They just want to see money.
I
You know what I
think
mean?
I think GTA 6 is going to be one of them games that will go like boom, like this
Yeah.
is crazy. Because
Like
you look
even
at
GTA
what
5, man, it's still
you look at
making
what
money
it's,
until now.
look at what GTA 5 has done, and no disrespect, there's developers up there that are great, and there's developers that are like 13 years old making scripts in their bedroom that
Mm-hmm.
are better than Rockstar has done. So
Mm-hmm.
when GTA 6 comes out, it will probably blow us away. I bloody hope so because it's our job.
I
But
really hope it won't be PC, man, because they did this update where they removed a lot of things from the current GTA 5,
mm,
But one of the things I liked about GTA 5 that it was very real. You
yeah,
know, it wasn't really safe space or anything like this. It was very real. It was very violent, and all that shit. Everybody loved that. That's why everybody also loved Game of Thrones. Violence, sex, dragons. You know, everybody loves
every
that shit.
everything we want: violence, sex, and dragons.
Yeah, violence,
I'm
sex, and
clip I'm
dragons.
clipping that
Or
as well.
yeah, but in our case, in real life, we don't want dragons. We want money, right?
Yeah,
You see, money's power right now. Back
it
then, it
is.
wasn't
Yeah,
dragons.
money is power. Yeah, it is
Yeah,
power. Like going back to,
exactly.
like you say, these gaming companies wanting money. You'll know yourself from sponsorships. Some
Mm,
sponsorships we get are very nice and they're purely for people to enjoy, like free
yeah,
games. You do this for free. It really helps me. And some sponsorships really, really help. But other
yeah.
ones are like I've had a sponsorship. I don't, at your level, I dread to think some of the offers. I've had an offer once of 18 grand, but it was
That's
full.
amazing.
It was full of microtransactions. So I needed
Microtransactions or gambling?
no, it was microtransactions. So I needed people to play
Ah,
this game and buy gems. So rather than have a category of pay for free,
Mm.
and get to this level, and then I get rewarded. It was buy this package, buy this package, buy this package. But yeah, the total revenue I could have got was £18,000 at my level.
Damn.
You imagine someone like Ginge having that sponsorship. I
Oof.
dread to think what they would offer.
Oof. Oof.
But
uh, in
if
my
they can
case,
if they can offer
this.
that to me,
Uh,
imagine how much these little mobile games turn over.
oh yeah, for sure. You know
It's
you know which game right now is the most paying game right now, right? Like which game is making
what
hell of
sponsorship was
money? No, not sponsorship wise, money. How much they're making?
probably FIFA. No,
Think younger. Think younger.
Fortnite,
No, younger.
Roblox.
Yes.
Yeah,
Roblox.
it's you see it in GTA as well. Obviously, we're in a server now which doesn't sell cars and stuff like that. But I'm sure you've probably been in servers yourself. I've
Yeah,
known people to spend thousands on cars in a video game. But these are the
that's
same people
why.
that won't buy £100 limited edition game. I've never understood it
That's
of
why
how
you see. That's why Rockstar hates it when 5M uses cars that are exclusively for those paying customers on
yeah,
Rockstar's GTA 5 online hub. You know,
yeah,
that's why you don't see any of those cars on our roleplay servers because 5M doesn't want to get shut down by
no.
Rockstar, and
Well, Rockstar
you
owns it
know
now.
yeah, now they own it. Now they have it more. They're more involved in it. So we'll see
Mm.
how it will go on GTA 6. I hope there'll be some aspect of role play, but
They,
I don't think there will be.
I think they've confirmed and they've you can now role play on consoles, which is coming. So that's a push in the right direction. They
Mm,
can't ignore role play. It's the highest viewed game. When there's not a competition on, you cannot ignore the fact of what 5M is at. If they weren't interested in it, they wouldn't have bought 5M.
true,
They
true.
have
I really think they're actually trying to dip in that market because until now, only one game tried to dip in it that is called Identity Roleplay, and it was like a fundraiser for not what was it? Trust fund? No, not trust fund. What is it called? You know those games are trying to gather donations, so they keep on developing it.
I'm not sure. I know what you mean, but I'm not sure of what the term is. But I know what you mean.
Mm.
Yeah,
But yeah, basically they were taking people monies to keep on developing it.
develop it. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and then at some point it stopped being developed. People started asking, nothing, no updates, no nothing, and turned out to be a scam.
yeah. That happens a lot, and that
But
happens on
no game ever
A-listed
truly
games.
yeah, and no game ever tried to truly focus on RP factor. Imagine if they do, man.
I
That'll be fun.
We've got a long time to wait though, and rumor has it it's not going to come onto computer straight away.
Yeah, of course. You don't know that Rockstar move? They
Well,
did it
that's the
with
thing.
GTA 5. They did it with Red Dead Redemption 2 as well.
We're,
They
we're
made you
gonna
wait for a year
we're gonna
or
buy
nine
it
months.
twice. We're gonna buy it twice, aren't we?
I'm not buying it twice.
I I, I think you'd be one of many that wouldn't. If you know that you can't have it for a year, I will go out and buy an Xbox and buy the game. And it's a shit house of a move, but yeah, make them buy it twice. How can you get the most revenue from a game? Like you said, it's all about money.
Actually,
Make
I
the
did buy it twice. I remember I gave the CD to my I gave the game to my brother after I got on PC. I gave it to my brother.
especially
I
as a
have a baby
content
brother.
creator,
Yeah.
how can you possibly not? Do you know what I mean? You'd have to
Mm.
link your Xbox up and go. You cannot miss
You gotta do
GTA
the
6.
story. You gotta
Yeah,
do the online content as well.
you can't
Have you
miss
done?
it.
Did you ever do the online content on
Yeah,
GTA?
yeah. I never done content, but I played it. Yeah, years ago.
No, I
Years
mean
ago.
like the prison break, the bank heists,
I done the
diamond
mid.
casino heist.
I done the story mode, but GTA is 10 years old, so I haven't done the story in God knows how long.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about the story. I'm talking about the online cooperative when you team up with three other players.
I've never
So
done
a
it.
team
No.
of four, and you do the missions.
I've never done it, no.
It's like part of the story almost. It's
Unless
amazing.
unless
It's
I've
so
forgotten, I
good.
don't know.
Yeah, like you break out somebody from prison, you take him to the hangar at Sandy Shores. There is a plane waiting, and obviously this plane is flown by one of your mates.
Mm.
You know, everybody gets into the plane, you fly somewhere, you go parachute down, all that shit. That was so exciting, man. I loved that. It was so good. I played with my friends. I wasn't even a streamer back then, I think.
I think that Rockstar has obviously they're massive, and the level that they have to come to, like
Mm.
from what people have done in their spare bedroom for 5M with proper dedicated people that are probably paid millions. I hope that GTA 6 like blows us away. I hope it's stuff we've never seen, which is going to be hard, isn't it? Look at what people do. 5M, you can make whatever you want, and it has been done.
Mm-hmm.
So how can they better that? No idea.
Maybe they'll make it easier for developers to start, make each of the roleplay server more unique.
I don't think they will. I think they make it harder.
No, I think they will make it easier. Just they have to pay. They have to pay a
Yeah,
lot more.
yeah. I think there's going to be a
So
lot of licenses.
yeah, so now a lot more servers are gonna be like basically streamer servers.
If you look at the likes of like Gabs, who does all the MLOs, he's more than likely been offered a contract by them, I would imagine. Like, right, you've been the one of the leaders for 5M making MLOs. How
Mm.
about join the big boys? We contract you as an official aftermarket contractor for 6M or whatever it will be. That would make sense. That would make a lot of sense.
True. By the way, have you ever brought Salim to this podcast?
No, why?
How come?
I have something lined up for Salim.
Oh.
I need to make contact with him. I've got and I can offer this to you as well, actually, if you'd love to do it. So episode 20, which is so I've got OK Harry tomorrow, which will be episode 19.
Mm-hmm.
And I have episode 20, which is really, really important to us. 95% of podcasts don't make it to episode 20.
Mm.
So episode 20 is very special to me. So I want to bring on 6 content creators to do a quiz show.
Ah, fun.
I want Salim on for that.
Very good. Very nice.
He's on my list. I didn't know whether Salim. I have a lot of people to get through, and I absolutely love it because I've got. I don't even know when I can put your episode out. Put it that way. Like I've got.
Nice.
I've got Harry. I've got the special one. I've got. Then it will be you. Then I've got Ramon. Ramon's booked. Tommy Gallagher's booked for Monday. I was doing one a week, and then I had someone cancel, or someone forgot. He got hungover and forgot. On a Saturday, we released on Tuesday, and I was like, shit. That taught me a big lesson. Don't do one a week. So now, if someone's up for it, I'm like,
you can, man.
yeah, I'm just going to stack them up now and say, look, it's done. It will be released. I'll let you know. It won't be immediately, but it will be done. So I'm just going to start stacking all of them up so they are there.
Have you ever seen Nikikado Avocado?
No.
So basically, there's this guy who does mukbangs. He's massive, fucking massive, like obese, 160, 170 kilograms. Okay. And he made so much content that he could fill up a year of uploading his own content without actually having to record anything.
Wow.
And what did he do within that year? He lost all the weight.
Wow.
And then he uploads a video and you see him suddenly thin. And it's only been like a month since he uploaded his last video.
Yeah.
You know? And now you see him all thin. And you go like, what the fuck just happened?
It's clever. That's why
very clever, yeah.
I hope to get to the stage. I think we could get into this stage now of releasing 2 a week. Which would be really fun. We have one on a Tuesday. If I could do another on a Friday, that'd be great. But my editor has a full-time job. He does all my content and all my podcasts. If I ask him to do it, he will, which scares me because even if he can't do it, he will do it. But I'd love to start knocking out 2 a week, which would be great.
Oh, each one's
Um,
gonna be 2 hours long, I guess.
they vary. They vary. It depends. I mean, our longest one so far is Beetle, which is 2 hours and 20 minutes. I think.
Wow.
Some can be an hour. It depends where the conversation goes, where the story is. Some people can be nervous talking. Do you know what I mean? It depends how it goes.
Did you do Beetle before or after the ban?
I've done it before.
Shit, huh?
Yeah,
Shit, huh?
Beatles. I Beetle knows he fucked up. We know he fucked up. You told him that. He knows it. I hope he calms down. I hope he resolves it and comes back. I like Beetle a lot.
Yeah. I think
Um,
they're trying to come to a resolution. I think.
yeah. I think, in my own opinion, one bad can't make out for all the good he's done. He's a very good content creator.
Yeah.
He done a
Like
very
you said,
stupid.
he never got banned. He never got warned. He never got reported over anything.
No,
You know,
no.
like come on.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll sort it out. He just done something very stupid, and there'll be a price to pay for a little bit, and we'll sort it out. Don't do what I done and join a call with Abdul and start ranting and acting childish. Yeah, I hold you accountable for half of that. No.
My content is different, man. You know, like maybe I'll. Yeah, we've been talking about naming a podcast for myself, a
Mm,
podcast for me, and I was thinking maybe spilling the tea,
spilling the tea.
spilling the tea. It's
Dangerous
kind
game
of
though.
dangerous, huh?
Yeah. You seem like
Why?
a guy who likes that
What do you mean?
though. Spilling the tea. It's spilling the tea.
Yeah, yeah, spilling the tea. You know, come on, spill the tea. Let us know what's going. What's the
Is
drama?
that
You
what
know what I
you're
mean?
are you pushing for the band T now? Is that what you're like? Is that
Huh?
but it's a really tricky one because we're in a server with such big eyes. The
Hmm.
information is not going to be hidden.
Hmm.
So let's just talk. Let's get it out there. And I
I feel.
think
Yeah,
you
go ahead.
the other day, like I'll openly admit I shouldn't have done that. And the first thing I said to Harry was, I shouldn't have done that. I hold my hands up. I'm a fucking man. I
Hmm.
shouldn't have done what I done. And I said that. But I think it's good to get it out there, and especially someone like yourself, you will say that's not right
Hmm.
from either side, which I think is quite a good thing to do. It's quite good to get on there and discuss it. And like Beetle, when you were watching the chase, and I was watching you talk to him and say, "Well, you shouldn't have done that. Like you've been banned, and you should have done that."
He shouldn't have done that. Thank you, Captain Ironside.
I think no, like you say, it's content though, and with so many eyes on the server, you at the same point you might as well get it out there. Everyone will
Yeah.
find out, and it's
Eventually they
tea.
will. You know.
You're
Eventually they will. So why not just talk about it? And when we talk about it, especially in front of our audience, it's not gonna make it into like who's got a bigger audience or who's in the
no,
right or who's in the wrong. It's just that a bunch of streamers don't have the time to talk to each other off stream. They're gonna have to do it on stream,
yeah,
and it's gonna bring exposure to both of their streams. And hey, fuck it, why not?
and I think the trouble is whether we like it or not, drama brings content, and I'm sorry. Look at TikTok.
Well, yeah,
Look
of
at how well
course,
TikTokers do. Whether you like drama or not, it brings a lot of viewership.
yeah,
It
exactly,
really, sadly,
yeah,
I do have to admit, sadly, but it does.
mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
Uh,
mate, spill the tea.
yeah, my wife has been making me watch these reality TV stuff, and the drama's so good on it, bro. That's exactly the reason why people are watching it, because there's just drama, you know.
Yeah,
That's why they would watch it. They don't enjoy watching bots just do as they're told, follow the script. No, they want to
yeah.
see some spiciness.
I think that's why so many people love role play, and I think a lot of people get lost in it, don't they, with characters, because you yourself do it a lot, and so do I. We make drama,
Yeah,
but
we want
it's
drama to happen. Well, yes, let's do
yeah,
it.
but
You
it's not
know?
us attacking a streamer. It's the character,
Exactly. You see?
and
That's the idea. Everybody tries to stay comfortable, man.
yeah,
Everybody just trying so hard to be comfortable, grind your shit, make more guns, have a big armory for the next whatever war you're gonna have. Hey, man, have you ever thought of starting a drama within your gang? You know? Yeah, sure. Let's have a drama within the gang. That'll be a lot more fun. You know what I
See,
mean?
yeah, I don't know how you managed to stay so calm though through it. Like, some drama within your like, we role play and we are characters, but you're still invested. And sometimes drama's a headache, but you just seem to sit back and go, "This is great."
Yeah, you got to think about it this way because you're the writer of your own character and whatever he's surrounded with. You know what I mean? So it's basically you trying to come up with ideas on how can I stir this pot and make it all buzzing.
It's
That's how it is.
it is, yeah, it is. How can you? It brings the most entertainment. Someone does this,
Yes.
someone does this. Oh, but this person said this. Well, yeah, you you have to make it entertaining.
Exactly. Like
Y-
how we're always winding up Tommy. It's so much fun. It is so much fun, man. Because also I feel like sometimes, I feel like I'm getting to him OC sometimes, and I keep
Yeah,
telling him triggering things, I use these sentences on purpose because it winds him up, which are, you got to relax, man. Or, why are you being so dramatic? Or you're being too sensitive, bro. Using these three liners on Tommy makes him so get so winded up. He literally goes ape shit. You know
I,
what I mean?
I think Tommy would be an interesting episode because Tommy will admit himself this is his first role play server, and you are in the big league. You're with big boys, and he's doing incredibly well.
Yeah.
It's well, you can see, and he'll admit it's very overwhelming, and he is in such a deep end for someone that's just started. I
Hmm.
don't blame him. Like, you have to
It
role
takes time for
playing.
you to actually get used to also having an audience while you're role playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it does take time to not take offense to what people are saying about you or your
Mm-hmm.
character. And that does take time. You can't just come into a game like this and have people attack you for a wrong decision,
Mm.
read comments saying, "You done this, you're a fucking idiot." Whether it is OOC or not, that's on them. But it does. And he is right in the deep end. And I've seen loads of things where Tommy is so flustered.
Mm.
Um, but it's entertaining. It's really entertaining.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I mean, he just needs to realize that. Fuck it, get flustered,
Mm.
but you're killing it, Tommy. Carry on.
Yep. And
It's
you know how to have fun with Salim?
stay away from him.
No, just be Salim.
Well, be Salim around Salim.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone can be Salim. You'll get
It's
banned.
easy. It's easy. Just grab a gun and start shooting everything you see. You know? Salim is never like that. You just have to be a harder Salim. You know what I
He's
mean?
yeah.
Like to the
He
point where Salim tells you, "You stupid! Stop it!" You know. And when he starts saying "stop it," you got a lot harder than him.
do you,
you know.
do you think if I had Salim on a podcast, I'd get serious Salim or not? I don't think I've ever seen it.
No, you won't. He'll stay in character. I know, motherfucker. If it's on eyes, if it's recorded, or if it's streamed, he'll stay in character.
Yeah, that's what worries me about inviting him on. To be honest with you, I want Salim and I want his
Mm,
story.
mm.
I don't want the character going W.
Yeah.
I
W in the
ask.
chat. W's in the chat. W gifters. W's. Yo, Ray, thank you for the 600 biddies. W's in the chat. W's.
But he would have such a great story to tell. He is
Huh?
such a good
Yeah.
character.
He
An
can also
unreal
tells you about
streamer.
his time in No Pixel. You know.
Mm.
That is.
Maybe I would. I'll have to ask him. I haven't approached him, but
Mm,
he's got a hell of a story, and he's a very, very talented streamer. And he's very entertaining,
yep.
and he would have one hell of a story that people would love to hear, which I'm sure no one's ever heard because he doesn't break character 24/7.
Mhm.
Like even Shano said, he said, I think it's his real voice. He said, I've been in call with him one-on-one. He said, he is still the same. I was like, it's not him. He went, I think it is. I said, it's not. It's the character. But he just doesn't break it.
Exactly. And now listen, before we end the podcast though, I gotta argue with you over one thing. Like we
What?
gotta debate about something.
What?
Do you use a bidet?
No, I know what you're going to... I was watching your stream.
Okay.
What are we going to
Humor me.
argue? What are we going to argue over?
Did you know that using water, jet
Yeah.
water, to clean your bum hole is a
Yeah.
lot cheaper than using toilet paper?
I can imagine, yeah.
So
Right.
why not?
Well, why not use a bidet?
Yeah. Less risk of hemorrhoids as well.
I think I'm a straight man,
Yeah.
and I just think I think I would feel uncomfortable with splashes of water up that area. I've tried it
Really?
once. I didn't enjoy it.
So you enjoy fingering it instead?
It's just a force of habit.
Uh,
It's a force of habit I'm used to. Maybe I could learn to live with it. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
okay, okay.
You
Okay.
do what you got to do. What was the argument? What would you rather use a bidet over a toilet roll?
Yeah, of course I'd rather use a bidet over a toilet roll.
But then surely you've
100%.
still got you got to remove the water.
Yeah, but at least I won't have leftover shit on my bum.
That it's probably very, very hygienic.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not against using toilet paper, you know? Like, but you will need to use it less if you have a bidet.
So are they standard over there?
Oh yes, 100%. And here it is a big standard.
So did you go somewhere where they didn't have them?
Yes, last week, Georgia.
And did you not enjoy it?
I did not. I had to take a shower after every trip on the toilet seat. I am not kidding. I grabbed that shower douche. I aimed it low down. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, I gotta get it cleaned out. You know, I wouldn't feel good about walking around or sitting down. You know, I'd be like, holy shit! Now there is a small amount of shit on my shorts or my trunks or whatever the fuck I'm wearing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't. Unless you really request it, it's not normal. We don't really have the space for it over here. I don't know what it's like over there. We don't have the space for a beat. Like, we're cramped.
You can easily get space for it. To be honest, you can hook it up to your shower or you can hook it up to your sink. You know what I mean?
You don't sit on your sink, do you?
No, not really. But you can. You know, it can be very long. Like it's like a water gun. You know.
You might as well just get your shower then and just get your shower in your toilet.
If you can get your shower to your toilet seat, I mean, why not? You know what I mean?
I think it's just not a normal thing over here. I suppose if you get water shoved up your bum, it's not comfortable. It's not normal.
At least around it, you know, go around it. If it's not comfortable to aim directly for the bullseye, you know, go around it.
I suppose if you're like Saf will probably have baby wipes.
Huh?
I reckon someone like Saf would have baby wipes. He could afford it. Saf, Rupert, Saf.
Ah, that's what you call him, Saf. Okay, Rupert.
I reckon he would.
Baby wipes?
Yeah, I reckon he'd have baby wipes. So it's the higher
version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have like Aldi toilet roll, which is like bark.
Yeah,
like
but baby wipes
sandpaper.
don't contain alcohol, right? Just water, I believe, right? Like
Yeah, well,
90%
they're not
water.
going to have alcohol because they go on
Yeah, yeah.
babies. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just
because
that.
imagine you rub alcohol on that. Holy shit. It's like rubbing sandpaper.
Yeah, yeah. No, I wouldn't recommend
Yeah.
that. No,
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Don't do
'Cause
that at home.
that's why that this is going wild now. That's why like when you eat chili, it hurts as much going in as it does out because you have like the
Mm.
same. It's like the same. What's the word here? What am I looking for? Someone will help me in the chat. Your tongue and your ass have something similar, and that's why you nerve endings or something. That's why when it's chili goes in and out, it
No, I have
burns.
no. I listen. It's because oh, taste buds. Is that what you're talking about?
You
Taste
don't have
buds.
taste buds on your ass.
No, not really. No. Why would my ass have taste buds?
I should hope not. Yeah, I don't think it's taste buds.
Yeah, but honestly, man, like try it. I'm not saying you should definitely get one. No, try
I've
it.
tried it, but you'd have to pay a lot of money to get one over here. Myself, I haven't got the room.
Aw.
We don't have much room over here.
No, it's just an attachment. You can attach it to your, anything.
Really?
Yeah, you'll see.
Well,
You'll see. Yeah, there is a lot of
I
attachments.
actually I went to India a while ago, and
Mm.
they had them there, and I didn't like it because
In
they don't
India,
really
they
have
might be
toilet.
using something different. They use lotti.
But it's like this thing, and you turn it and it sprays. 'Cause they don't really have toilet roll over there, and
Yeah, that's a shit bidet. That's not a good bidet. I'm talking bidet with destructive force, you know,
I would
and
not want
that's
destructive force
slick,
going up my
you
ass.
know. Okay, you can lower the you can lower the setting, You can just spin it a
Destructive
few
force
times, spin it a
is
few times, and make it lighter. It doesn't have to be as strong. Okay, it's just that you're gonna move up once you start to enjoy it.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, this has turned into a different type of podcast.
uh,
Abdul,
yeah,
two things before we finish.
what's up?
One, what would you recommend to anyone that wants to get into streaming or is a current streamer in the shortest way possible?
Um, Wait, you want to become a streamer in the shortest way possible?
No. Not like the quick. What would you recommend to anyone that's thinking about streaming or is a streamer? What would be your best advice for someone like that to take at the end of this video?
Um, if you want to become a streamer, then listen. It's not like how it was 10 years ago. There is not thousands of streamers. There is now hundreds of thousands of streamers. So the start is gonna be hard. You gotta start building your own foundation, which is a community, by playing one of the most unpopular games out there. Why? Because only they will find you at that time. If you now accept, especially now, if you play Call of Duty Black Ops 6, you will infinitely keep on scrolling down and you will not, your channel will still not be found there. You know what I mean? There is thousands of streamers right now are streaming, and not hundreds of thousands of streamers streaming it. How are they gonna find your channel?
Yeah.
You gotta be visible. You gotta allow others to find you first, and once they find you, they need to like you. You know, it's a long process. It's hard. So start playing something with a niche community, like Dress to Impress. On Roblox. That's apparently it's getting a lot of attraction.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And second question.
What's up?
Who would you like to see on here next?
Huh?
Who would you like to see on the Coscast next? Someone that
I
you would
told
like
you.
to
I
see.
want to see Salim.
You want to see Salim? Is he
I
in the
wanna
chat
see
now?
Salim. Nah, he's not. I don't think so. He might be streaming or something.
I'll ask him, but I don't think I'll get any answers that make any sense.
Spam him. No, just spam him.
I'll-
And he'll have to step out of his comfort zone. I think it's gonna be good for him.
I think it'd be good to hear his story and why he does things and stuff like that, and
Yes.
The
Exactly.
the ideas of where they come from would be very informative for a lot of people,
Mm-hmm.
and it
Yeah,
might
it
back
might
up.
be different when it's recording and not streamed, you know?
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
Mm?
I know that we have heard him not use his voice. He done it the other day playing Phasmophobia. I've seen it. It's real. It
Yeah, yeah, it's
happens.
real. It's real.
It
It happens.
happens.
It's there.
Salim is someone else, and we're starting to figure it out.
Yes, exactly.
Abdul, thank you so much for coming on. It's been very fun. The information and your story has been absolutely great. So I just want to thank you once again. I've had a great time, and I hope you have as well.
My pleasure, Habibi. The pleasure is mine. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much once again.
Absolutely.